We have asked Ron Snowford to join us. He is an insurance company executive and an insurance industry expert. And there are a lot of people, especially as we are following the coverage of Hurricane Beryl in the Caribbean basin. And Ron, when it's hurricane season, insurance is top of mind. Thank you for being here today.
I appreciate you guys inviting me on.
Hey, why are people losing coverage? Is it just sort of, does it go hand in hand with insurance companies going out of business?
Somewhat, yeah. Insurance companies have been going out of business in hurricane-prone areas and other disaster areas on a regular basis here lately.
And so I know that the insurance rates have shot up. Is it 11% nationwide, Ron?
That's nationwide in specific areas like hurricane-prone areas, hail-prone areas. I've seen rates 50 to 100% higher in the last couple of years.
What about states like Missouri and Illinois with the tornadoes and the severe storms that, as much as I hate to say it, they do seem to come with greater frequency these days? Are we seeing our rates inching up as well?
I would imagine that's going to happen over the next year or two. So this year alone, we've had the third highest recorded amount of tornadoes, and we're only halfway through the year.
Yeah, that's kind of amazing when you think about it.
We set a single day record of 106 tornadoes in a single day on May 27th.
Wow. So another story that we called you about is the fact that a lot of homeowners feel like it's a good idea to cut costs with their insurance coverage, and you have some words of wisdom on that front, don't you?
Yeah, we've seen a spike this past year in more homeowners just canceling their insurance outright. It's almost doubled in the last 2 years from 7% to 12% of homeowners that have canceled their insurance entirely. It's never a good idea to do that. You need to look at increasing your deductible or finding other ways to minimize how much you're paying on insurance, but still keep insurance for catastrophic losses.
Isn't insurance required when you're trying to get a mortgage, or is that a state-by-state situation?
It's always required when you have a mortgage, but you have to remember that the largest amount of our population are baby boomers who are retired. They've probably already paid off their house. They don't have a mortgage, and they're opting for not paying for their insurance so they can put food on the table because they're on a fixed income.
Now, most states have something called an insurer of last resort. What is that? Are you familiar with that term?
That would be like a forced place insurance. So, like, if you can't get insurance from anybody else, then the state is going to provide some type of insurance. It's not going to be great coverage, and you have better options out there that would actually be less money if you didn't end up with a forced place insurance.
And there is something called hardening your home. Can you walk us through that? What's involved there?
So when you harden your home, you're going to make it more difficult for a burglar to be able to break into the house. And that'll actually give you a discount on your premiums, because if you add additional deadbolts, if you add some cameras to the outside of your house with technology now, you can watch it on your own cell phone on your house to see if there's burglars and so forth. When you do those types of things, your insurance company is going to give you a discount on your premiums because it's more difficult to break into your house.
Ron Snowford is the CEO of National Claims Negotiators. This is a public adjusting firm based out of Texas. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with our listeners today, Ron, and have a happy 4th.
You too. Appreciate you having me on.
Take care.